Do know that two people survived that collapse, their fight for survival, leaving one man looking back at his own unbelievable story. Back in 2007, 13 people were killed, 145 were injured on the I-35 bridge in downtown Minneapolis. It was under construction at the height of rush hour when it suddenly collapsed. Look at those pictures, bringing more than 100 cars down with it, including Garrett Ebling's, whose car plunged 100 feet into the Mississippi River. Now, he had no recollection of what happened until he woke up. That was a month later. He has written his story in a book. It's called Collapsed, A Survivor's Climb from the Wreckage of the I-35 West Bridge. And joining us now is Garrett Ebling. Garrett, it's so great to see you. Such an amazing, amazing survival story. What went through your head when you learned about this bridge collapse in Baltimore?
The feelings began to flood back. Even just watching the footage that you just showed here, the heart racing, the body shaking, it all floods back, and I can't help but not think about the survivors, the ones who died, and the families as well.
And just take us through what happened to you back in 2007. You were inside of your car. Did you hear something? Did you feel something? What all do you remember?
It was rush hour, and the first thing I remember was seeing everybody's brake lights in front of me flash simultaneously. And that caused me to look up. And at that point, I saw all of the cars that were in front of me drop out of view. Like it was just like what you'd expect to see in a movie. And it happened so rapidly, I didn't understand. I couldn't process what was happening, or that I was in immediate danger. I was just frozen. And seconds later, maybe a second or two later, my car started to fall nose first into the Mississippi River, landing in the river and also on debris from the bridge.
How badly were you hurt? I mean, I cannot imagine not only falling like that, you're falling inside of a car. There's all of this additional debris. How badly were you hurt?
Yeah, because the car was falling head first, the airbag didn't have time to deploy. So it was really my face and head that took the primary impact. Doctors said afterward that it was like driving a car straight into a brick wall at 100 miles per hour. That was the impact that my body took. And so it required a couple of facial restructuring surgeries. It took, I had a collapsed lung, broken arms and legs. I injured my right eye, broke a vertebrae in my back, and other injuries. There were even injuries that we didn't find out till month or two after the accident, because there was just so much, and there was injuries that had to be taken at a higher priority than the other injuries. So it took a long time to get back on my feet.
Absolutely, and that's just the physical aspect of it. Obviously, there is so much mentally and emotionally that you would have to work through. Garrett, we know that there are two survivors who were rescued from the water yesterday. What do you think, from the perspective of a survivor of something so catastrophic, what is most important for them right now?
Right now, they're going through a range of emotions, and I can only imagine that they're feeling numb and frozen. But at the same time, you can feel thankful that you're still alive. Later on, you might feel guilty because you survived, and those others were their coworkers, right? They were probably close to them, friends of them. Those people are gone. They may question, why am I here and my friends aren't? All of those are going to be issues they're going to have to work through and talk through, and I hope that they seek help to do that and have a tight network of family and friends and others who are there to help care for them, because a care network is so important.
It truly is. And again, you have such a unique perspective in all of this. What would be your message to those survivors, and especially to the families of the victims?
Well, I want them to know that my thoughts are with them. I want them to understand it's going to be a long road, and take it one day at a time. All of your feelings that you're feeling are valid, and just go easy on yourself. This is not going to be something that can be fixed or corrected, especially overnight. It's going to take time.
Absolutely. My last question for you, Garrett. After experiencing something like this, that seems like such a 1 in a million type of occurrence, and then seeing what happened yesterday, do you have faith in America's infrastructure? Do you feel safe going across bridges?
I do. A lot happened after my accident to improve infrastructure. It was given a higher priority. We hoped coming out of that accident that because of what I and others in Minneapolis had to go through, that this wouldn't happen again. Now, unfortunately, it can and does happen, but hopefully that happens less frequently.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.